Let me teach you how I clean a dirty fish tank. I got this 10-gallon fish tank on Facebook Marketplace for $5. Not to flex or anything. All right, so you don't need much. All you're gonna need is some white vinegar, a rag, and a razor blade. Now, if you can get an aquarium like rated razor blade, that's perfect because it doesn't come with the layer of oil. But if you get just a regular razor blade from like the hardware aisle, it's gonna come with like real slick, oily layer. You're gonna wanna wash that under the sink with some dish soap, and that'll be good, and then you can use it. I'm just wiping off the front glass here with some water so you can see inside as I scrape everything out. Pour in the vinegar, and I kind of cover the walls with the vinegar real quick, kind of saturating all the algae and the calcium deposits and stuff. You can also use citric acid or even lemons. Just squeeze a lemon onto the glass and it would work. With the razor blade, I'm carefully scraping off all the glass, making sure not to scrape the glass itself, leave little scratch marks on the glass, just taking off the surface crusty parts. When you use a razor blade, make sure you don't get the seals on the edges of the tank, on the corners of the tank. On this side, there's this weird purple stuff on the upper side of the tank that I have to scrape off. But I'm glad I was able to do this. It came right off. Make sure, again, to not get that silicone seal on the corners of your tank. I'm noticing while I edit this video that the pink shorts that I'm wearing is probably not a good idea for this video because it kind of just looks like I don't have any pants on. And honestly, if I try to censor it just like this, you can't really see what I'm doing, right? So get your head out of the gutter. I'm wearing pink shorts, okay? Anyways, if you have like a favorite way to clean a crusty fish tank, let me know in the comments. I love learning from you guys and I love reading the comments, so really appreciate that. Okay, so I've got the walls all scraped out. You saw how gross they were in the time lapse there. They're all scraped out. Now what we do now is just get some water and rinse off the inside. There's also this crusty stuff on the lid of the tank. What you do is you get your blade and you can scrape it off. You can also get it wet and scrape it off. It will do the same thing. Do it even better, actually, if you get this a little wet with some vinegar. So that vinegar there basically softens up, it's a solvent, softens up everything. You're able to scrape all the dried algae, all the calcium deposits, scrape them out, wash them off, and clean them off of your tank. And this tank was absolutely disgusting, and it's nice to actually see through the tank now. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is pour water in here and wipe the walls down. It really stinks of vinegar. I really don't like the smell of vinegar. It is stinky in here. If you have the chance, do it outside. It's stinky. Just pouring this water in there so I have something to work with. Now this water is also mixed with the vinegar that's already in there, and it'll further dissolve out. And what you do after this, pour out the water, pour more water in there, rinse out all the vinegar, and make sure your tank is nice and clean for your fish. Let me get this gunk off the edge here. Let me show you kind of how that's done. So if you can see, it scrapes right off. Oh, okay, so I scraped some of the plastic off. Be careful not to do that. Do not do that, be careful. So learn from me. Beware, guys, you can scratch your tank doing this with the razor blade. You can use like a credit card to like scrape off the gunk. That will work too. Any type of scraper, you could even use like a windshield scraper. That would work if you're afraid of scraping up your glass. But that's about it. This is what the tank looks like now. It's not completely clean, but you get the idea. You get most of the gunk out of there, use water, scrub it all down, and then you've got a clean tank. It's the vinegar that's the secret. Okay, I just wanted to show you guys. Hopefully you learned something from this video. Okay, bye.